Hi kids, I'm Belinda, and I hardly ever shut up. You'll never know when I might pop up and say something. Okay. Let's get into it.
Once upon a time in a big green jungle, there lived a monkey named Milo. Milo was not like other monkeys. He was special. He was lazy. Really, really lazy.
Milo loved to sleep, he loved to nap, he loved to doze, he even loved to snooze.
If there was a way to rest, Milo knew it. He was the champion of doing nothing. Other monkeys swung from trees, not Milo. He found the comfiest branch and stayed there, all day long, sometimes all week long. He was so still, birds thought he was part of the tree. Milo had a big, goofy smile. His fur was messy. His belly was round from all the bananas he ate while lying around. But he didn't care. He was happy being lazy. Or so he thought. Every morning the jungle woke up. Birds sang, frogs croaked, monkeys chattered, but not Milo. He just rolled over and kept sleeping. The sun climbed high in the sky. Milo snored on.
Milo, come play.
Milo would open one eye, then he'd yawn and say,
Maybe later.
But later never came. He was too busy doing nothing. At lunchtime, the other monkeys would swing by. They'd drop a banana on Milo's belly. Milo would eat it without sitting up.
Thanks, he'd mumble with his mouth full.
Then he'd go right back to sleep. Days passed like this. Weeks passed like this. Milo got lazier and lazier. His friends started to forget about him, but Milo didn't notice. He was too busy napping to care. Or was he? One day, something big happened in the jungle. The banana trees stopped growing bananas. This was a big problem. Monkeys love bananas. They need bananas. But now, there were no bananas to be found. All the monkeys got worried. They started looking everywhere for bananas. They climbed the tallest trees. They searched the deepest parts of the jungle. But no bananas. Not even one.
Milo, wake up, we need help.
Milo opened one eye. He saw his friends looking scared and hungry, but he was too lazy to care.
That's too bad, Milo yawned. Good luck finding bananas.
Then he rolled over and went back to sleep. His friends left feeling sad and disappointed. Milo tried to nap, but something felt different. His tummy was rumbling. He was getting hungry too. As the day went on, Milo's tummy kept rumbling. He looked around for a banana, but there were none. Not on his branch. Not on any branch. This had never happened before. Milo started to feel bad. He remembered how his friends looked worried. He thought about how he didn't help them. For the first time in a long time, Milo felt something other than sleepy. He felt guilty. He sat up on his branch. This was new. He hadn't sat up in weeks. He looked around the jungle. It was quiet. No happy monkey sounds. No friends playing. Just worried faces and rumbling tummies.
I've been a lazy monkey, he said out loud. My friends need help, and I'm going to help them.
With that, Milo did something he hadn't done in ages. He climbed down from his tree.
Sometimes, I may not like it, but I always do what my mom and dad tell me to do. You should do so as well.
Section 5. The Monkey Makeover. This is the story of Milo, a monkey who decided to change his ways and become a more active and helpful member of his jungle community.
Milo's legs felt wobbly. He wasn't used to standing, but he was determined. He started to walk. Then he started to run. It felt good. His heart was beating fast. He was breathing hard, but he liked it. The jungle was alive with sounds and colors he had never noticed before. Birds chirped, leaves rustled, and the sun filtered through the canopy, casting playful shadows on the ground. Milo felt a sense of freedom and excitement he had never experienced. First, Milo went to the river. He splashed water on his face. He combed his messy fur. He even did a little dance to shake off the sleepiness. He felt like a new monkey. The cool water invigorated him, and as he looked at his reflection, he saw a determined and energetic monkey staring back. He couldn't help but smile and do a little jig, feeling the joy of his newfound energy.
Next, Milo started looking for his friends. He called out, hoping they would recognize his voice and come to see the new him.
Hello, anyone there? It's me, Milo, he shouted, his voice echoing through the trees. He felt a bit nervous, wondering if his friends would accept the new, more active Milo.
At first, no one answered. They weren't used to hearing Milo's voice, but soon, curious faces peeked out from behind leaves. They were surprised to see Milo up and about, looking so lively and enthusiastic.
Milo, is that really you? They asked, their eyes wide with astonishment.
It's me. I'm sorry I've been so lazy. I want to help find bananas, Milo said earnestly, hoping his friends would give him a chance to prove himself. He knew he had been lazy in the past, but he was determined to make up for it.
His friends were surprised, but they were happy too. They hugged Milo and welcomed him to the banana search team. They could see the change in him and were excited to have him join their efforts. Together, they set off into the jungle, ready to find the best bananas and enjoy their time together as a team. Milo felt a sense of belonging and purpose, knowing he was now an important part of his community. Section 6, Milo's first helper mission.
Milo was excited to help, but he didn't know where to start. His friend Mona had an idea. She thought for a moment and then said, "Milo, why don't you use your special skills?"
Milo, you're good at climbing. Can you climb to the top of the tallest tree? Maybe you can see bananas from up there. We really need those bananas for our feast tonight.
Milo gulped. The tallest tree was very tall. He had never climbed that high before. The tree seemed to touch the sky and the branches swayed gently in the wind. But he wanted to help, so he took a deep breath and started climbing. Up, up, up he went. Each branch he grabbed felt sturdy, but the higher he climbed, the more nervous he became. His arms got tired, his legs felt shaky, but Milo didn't give up. He kept climbing. He thought about his friends and how much they needed those bananas. Finally, he reached the top. The view was amazing. He could see the whole jungle. The treetops looked like a green ocean, and he could see animals playing far below.
Milo looked all around. He saw lots of green leaves. He saw colorful birds, but no bananas. He even saw a rainbow in the distance, but still no bananas. He climbed back down and told his friends. They were sad, but they thanked Milo for trying. They knew he had done his best, and that made them happy. Milo felt good. He had helped, and he wanted to do more. He realized that even if he didn't find the bananas, he had shown his friends that he cared, and that was the most important thing of all.
Section 7. The Great Banana Hunt. The monkeys decided to split up and search different parts of the jungle. Milo went with his friend Max. They looked under bushes. They peeked inside hollow logs. They even asked other animals if they had seen any bananas. As they searched, Milo and Max talked and laughed. Milo realized how much fun it was to be with friends. He wondered why he had spent so much time alone on his branch. This was much better.
Suddenly Max spotted something yellow.
Look!
Milo and Max ran over to look. It was a banana peel. Someone had eaten a banana here. They were getting close.
Milo had an idea. Let's follow the trail of peels.
Max thought it was brilliant. They started following the banana peel trail. It led them deeper into the jungle. Where would it take them? The trail of banana peels led Milo and Max to a part of the jungle they had never seen before. It was dark and a little scary, but they kept going. They wanted to find those bananas. Suddenly, they heard a noise. It sounded like munching.
Milo and Max peeked through some leaves. They couldn't believe their eyes. There, in a hidden clearing, was a huge pile of bananas. But that wasn't all. Sitting on top of the banana pile was a big, grumpy gorilla. He was eating bananas and tossing the peels everywhere. This gorilla had taken all the bananas for himself.
Milo knew he had to do something. But what? He thought hard. Then he had an idea. He whispered his plan to Max. Max nodded. It was time for Milo to be brave. Milo took a deep breath, feeling the cool forest air fill his lungs. It was a moment of calm before the challenge ahead. He stepped into the clearing, his heart pounding with both fear and excitement. The clearing was vast, with sunlight streaming through the canopy, illuminating the path ahead.
"Excuse me, Mr. Gorilla," he said politely, his voice steady despite the butterflies in his stomach.
The gorilla looked up, surprised. His eyes widened as he saw the small, brave monkey standing before him. He had never seen a monkey be so brave before. Most would run away or hide, but not Milo. Milo explained how all the monkeys were hungry. He spoke of the scarcity of food and how the bananas were their only hope. He asked if the gorilla would share the bananas, his eyes pleading for compassion. At first, the gorilla just grunted, a deep rumbling sound that echoed through the clearing. But Milo didn't give up. He told jokes, his voice animated and lively. He did funny dances, hopping around and making silly faces. He even offered to help the gorilla scratch his back, knowing how much gorillas loved a good back scratch. Finally, the gorilla started to laugh. It was a deep, hearty laugh that shook his entire body. He liked this funny little monkey. Milo's persistence and humor had won him over.
"Okay," he said in a deep voice, trying to sound serious but failing to hide his smile. "We can share, but only if you promise to visit and make me laugh every day." The gorilla's eyes twinkled with amusement.
Milo was overjoyed. He jumped up and down, his heart soaring with happiness. He promised to visit and be the gorilla's friend, shaking hands to seal the deal. Max, another monkey, helped them divide the bananas, ensuring everyone got a fair share. Then they called all the other monkeys. Everyone was so happy. They danced and sang, celebrating their newfound friendship and the abundance of food. And it was all thanks to Milo. His bravery and kindness had brought them all together, creating a bond that would last forever. That night, the jungle had a big party. There were bananas for everyone. The monkeys danced and sang, they played games and told stories, And at the center of it all was Milo. Milo's friends couldn't believe how much he had changed. He was swinging from vines, telling jokes, and sharing bananas. He wasn't lazy Milo anymore. He was happy helper Milo. Even the gorilla came to the party. He and Milo did a funny dance together. Everyone laughed and clapped. It was the best night the jungle had ever seen.
As the party went on, Milo felt happier than he ever had before. He realized that doing things and helping others felt much better than being lazy. He promised himself he would never go back to his old ways.
From that day on, Milo was a changed monkey. He woke up early every morning ready to help and play. He visited the gorilla and made him laugh. He helped other animals in the jungle too. Milo still took naps sometimes, but now they were short naps after a day of fun and hard work. He had learned that being part of a team and helping others made him feel great. The other monkeys loved the new Milo. They made him their leader. Milo was proud, but he made sure everyone worked together. He never forgot how it felt to be left out.
And so, the jungle became a happier place. There were always enough bananas because everyone shared. Milo's big change had changed everything, and he lived happily ever after, with plenty of friends, fun, and of course, bananas.
Thank you for watching. It would be awesome if you would take the time to comment, like, and subscribe. Ring the bell so that we can notify you of our new videos. Have a great day. Bye-bye.